uzimili inhliziyo yakho ungajali lutho ngaphandle kwembali yothando. I have 14 of these little projects, areas that I serve in, communities that I serve in. And it's interesting because a whole part of the content of what I'm teaching is about people's inherent capacity and potential. And then we have unlimited capacity to help others, right? And it's one thing teaching it, but once you realize it yourself, then it becomes a thing of, oh, I can do more, and I can do more, and I can do more. People always say to me, okay, but where's your me time? And for me, I guess with my understanding from the Baha'i writings, in that we are all spiritual beings here and we're really meant to develop in this world by helping each other. Technically, me time should be development of your soul time. And I think one of the best ways you can develop is through service to others. So me time should be other people time. And that's kind of how I've understood it. And you know, you always find more time to be able to give because you're like, well, I don't really need to go out for lunch with Mang. I can go and start a new children's class. I can do this, I can do this. And what's weird is that even though I've got all of these things which I've started, I do find time to do the rest of my life. And that I can only say, I guess God makes the time because, you know, if I'm doing this for the purpose of loving Him, then He helps me out, also He's got my back. It's just how it works, so I don't know, the time comes. The whole foundation of these classes is spiritual excellence. And really the answer to that for me is for the children to learn about virtues. And you saw, they're 3, 4, 5 years old up to 9, 10, and they already know so much. It's really impressive what these kids can absorb, you know, they know about kindness and love and truthfulness and generosity and patience and punctuality. And so the content of today's lesson was really to emphasize the importance of truthfulness. The Baha'i writings speak about truthfulness being one of the most important virtues for human beings. Because really, if you don't have truthfulness as part of you, are you really a kind person? Are you really a loving person if there's no truth behind the reasons why you do things? God tells us that we must always tell the truth. And we learned in that song, truthfulness is the foundation. Foundation means truthfulness is the most important virtue. Who can tell me some other virtues? Yes? Kindness. Respect. Help. Yes. Okay, sharing. To me, can you tell me a virtue? Yes, tell me. Yes, yes is a good virtue. That's good enough. So, I was going over them with this concept of truthfulness, the word. There's a little song to help them understand it, to understand qaniso and like niti, and you know, it also helps me. Then this is how I learned, like Tsano Zulu Xhosa is like this, it's like a back effort. But little practical examples, when you go home and you take something that's not yours and you lie about it, is that good for your soul? Is it bad for your soul? You know, how you can practice it. Don't forget to practice telling the truth, which is not something that we say to our kids, you know? Really, I think the most we say, if someone does something and you say, oh my God, finished. Like, this is what we get in the habit of saying to kids. You're lying, you're lying, you're lying. Not, oh, let's try to tell the truth. Let's practice telling the truth. It's a really beautiful thing. It's good for your soul. You can do it, you know, whether it's big or small. And the way I believe it, their souls are developing, even if their minds are catching up to it. And they will all get to the age where they realize the value of these things. And so a lot of it is for now, for their development, and a lot of it is for their future growth and efforts. You know, we will have a better race of human beings when things like kindness and truthfulness and love and compassion and sincerity and these types of virtues are ingrained within us. We will. And that's it. That's the answer.